So, let's talk about vaccines. But you know what? Forget the word medicine for a minute. Instead, I want you to think about a personal training program, one that's designed to turn your body into an absolute champion fighter against all these invisible invaders. So, let's dive in. It's time to see how this training really works.
I mean, that sounds like something straight out of science fiction, doesn't it? Fighting an enemy you've never even met. But get this is exactly what a vaccine does. It's like giving your body the secret playbook to win the fight before the opponent even knows there's a game.
You know, every single day, whether we realize it or not, our bodies are surrounded by these invisible threats. We're talking pathogens like viruses and bacteria. Now, luckily, you've got a dedicated 24/7 security team on the job. We call it your immune system. But even the best security team in the world needs to be ready for a brand new kind of threat.
And here's the real challenge. When your internal security team runs into a totally new enemy, it has to figure out a defense strategy completely from scratch, all while it's under attack. As you can imagine, that's a pretty slow and dangerous way to do things. So what if we could give it the battle plan before the fight even starts?
Well, that's exactly where this training begins. A vaccine is basically a super sophisticated and, most importantly, an incredibly safe boot camp for your immune cells. It's a controlled training exercise that perfectly simulates an invasion, but without any of the real danger.
All right, so how does this boot camp actually work? Well, first, a harmless version, or sometimes just a tiny piece of the pathogen is introduced. You can think of it like a training dummy. Immediately, your body's alarms go off, recognizing a foreign intruder. That's when your white blood cells, they get to work designing these specialized weapons called antibodies to take it down. And here is the absolutely brilliant part. Your body doesn't just forget what it learned. It creates a battle plan and stores it away for the future.
And that battle plan gets stored in these incredible veteran cells called memory cells. Honestly, these are the whole point of the exercise. These cells hold on to that long-term intelligence, that secret blueprint for defeating that one specific enemy. So if the real thing ever shows up, your immune system doesn't even hesitate. It just pulls out the plan and wins the fight fast.
Now, just like any good coach knows, there's more than one way to train. Scientists have developed a few different training playbooks to get the job done. And while the goal is always the same, to create those amazing memory cells, the strategies can look a little different.
Let's break down two of the main approaches. First, you've got the old school method. This one uses a live but seriously weakened version of the pathogen. Think of it like bringing in a live sparring partner who can't actually land a real punch. That's how the MMR vaccine works. Then there's the new school mRNA method. Now this is different. It doesn't use the virus at all. Instead, it just gives your body a set of genetic instructions, the enemy's blueprint really, to build one single, harmless piece of the pathogen. And your body then trains against that piece.
Okay, so all of this training is designed to help your body build its own protection. But it's really important to understand that not all protection works that way. Let's dig into the crucial difference between strength that you earn yourself and strength that you just borrow.
So on one hand, you have what's called passive immunity. Think of this as borrowed strength. A perfect example is when a baby gets antibodies from its mother. It's super helpful, but it's temporary. But on the other hand, there's active immunity. And this is the earned strength we've been talking about. This is when your body does the work, produces its own antibodies, and here's the key, builds those incredible memory cells. It's the kind of strength you get from either a real infection or much, much more safely from the training you get through vaccination.
And really, that's the whole ballgame. This quote from our source material just nails it. The reason vaccination gives you such powerful long-term protection is because it creates active immunity. It's not a temporary fix. It's a permanent upgrade to your body's defense system. And it's all thanks to those memory cells.
All right, so far we've been talking all about you and your body's personal training. But the story doesn't end there. Not even close. Because when enough of us complete our training, something really amazing starts to happen. We create a protective shield for the entire community.
This is what we call herd immunity, and the idea is actually pretty simple. Imagine a fire starts, but it's completely surrounded by fireproof walls. It has nowhere to go, so it just burns out. Well, when most of our squad is trained against a virus, that virus has almost nowhere to spread. It gets stopped in its tracks. And that forms a protective barrier for everyone, especially the most vulnerable among us, like newborns, the elderly, and people with weaker immune systems who can't get the training themselves.
And you can see the power of this teamwork right here. It's so clear. When only a few individuals in the community are trained, well, the risk of an outbreak for the whole squad is still pretty high. But look what happens when most of the team is trained. The risk for everyone just plummets. Every single person who gets trained helps build that community shield stronger.
And look, this isn't just some cool idea on a chart. This training program has led to some of the absolute biggest victories in the entire history of human health. I mean, we're talking about truly monumental, world-changing wins.
So let's take a look at the trophy case, shall we? Smallpox, a disease that killed hundreds of millions of people, is gone, wiped off the face of the earth because of this training. Polio is right on the brink of being next. And diseases like measles, which used to be a common and really dangerous part of childhood, have been brought under control. These are just incredible wins for all of us.
So we have this incredible playbook, right? A proven way to train our bodies to defeat some of nature's most dangerous opponents. It's a massive testament to what science and teamwork can do. And it leaves us with one really exciting question to think about. Now that we have the playbook, what other challenges can we tackle next?